welcome to a new week. It's tough trying to do this arm's length selfie thing. I don't know, am I straight? All right, let's take a look around the house here. Out front, a couple of Roma tomatoes are pretty orange, getting close. These others aren't going to get very big, I don't think. Petunia's still doing okay. This plant is continuing to surprise me. Looks like maybe right down in here there's the tiniest little tomato just getting started. It's the middle of September. We have maybe a month, 4 weeks, 5 weeks of growing season before frost comes. Look at this maple leaf. Pretty colors. Autumn isn't too far away. So I doubt things will have too much more chance to develop. A little bell pepper down there. That may, that's probably big enough to be edible. You can see on the deck the hickory nuts. There's a piece of shell, and that's what the nut looks like on the inside. And both the squirrels and the chipmunks have been quite busy around the deck here. That's why there's such a scene of devastation. It's all these nuts are getting disassembled, and if it's of the right ripeness, they take it and they bury it and they hide it for winter time. It's interesting, inside the house you can hear the nuts hit the tree. I'm sorry, the nuts fall from the tree. You can hear them hit the roof of the house and then roll down and off the edge. But that's the hickory tree that's closest to the house, and the other big one is in the back. So those nuts are plentiful. I'm looking right out here. I see a chipmunk. Just going to follow him for a minute. The zoom on this camera is pretty good. Let's see how close we can get. Oh, crossed over to the neighbor's yard. Okay. Coming back out here. We always have two squirrels, and they live in that hickory tree in the back. And the chipmunks are in the hole in the ground in that corner over there. Alright. I think there's something with tomato plants where at some point they got to realize they have enough energy to do fruit. And this one, although it has grown and continues to get taller, I don't think it ever got to the point where it said, look, I'm going to get enough sunlight, I can go ahead and make tomatoes. So we never saw blossoms there. These other plants continue to grow inch by inch, but never blossoms. So this is not going to work for tomatoes or for peppers. We're thinking about maybe Swiss chard, which is kind of like spinach, in this planting space next year. Taking a look in the back corner. This bush tree thing continues to be healthy, it seems. I was concerned after the move because it had far more roots than what I could dig out. But enough diligence on the watering seems to have taken care of it. So we do have the tiniest bit of new grass starting to come up back here. I've got to make a point of watering. Getting grass to grow where it's so heavily shaded back here has never been an easy task. But that's where the chipmunks live. You can see there's kind of 2 holes underneath those roots. So that's home for them. It'd be interesting to see if those bushes survive till spring, and this little volunteer tree that came up that I moved over here, whether that survives till spring. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. Let's see, little baby grass. And hickory nuts. The hickory nuts are everywhere. Tomato plants in the corner. See some nice Roma tomatoes in there. Nice collection of them. And these are the beefsteak type. And these in the corner here are still very green. These were the last plants to go in, and then last ones to develop. So hopefully we've got enough good weather days left for them to turn their fruit into something edible. This here, one tomato in there that looks the reddest, and I'm going to come back and pick that as soon as I'm done with the video here. But you can see color change going on. Got a couple other good ones down here. And you can see where a squirrel took advantage of the one they could get at. From what I hear, they go after the water. So I don't know if I can tie that up higher. And these 2 large tomatoes of the hybrid variety are changing. Gotta wait for them to mature a bit more. There's a couple of large ones down here too. And I've got a similar concern that they're within reach of the squirrels. So let's see what I can do about that. I don't think there's much else to talk about this week. There's our update.